Good evening. We begin with a developing story as police confirm a security guard has been killed at a downtown parkade.
Tonight, investigators are searching for the suspect who remains at large.
According to police, the altercation broke out at the parkade next to the HSBC building at 101st Street and 102nd Avenue. By the time first responders got there, the security guard was seriously hurt. He was taken to hospital where he later died.
Those gunshots were accompanied by a Molotov cocktail hurled from the second floor at City Hall this morning. We begin our coverage tonight with Jeremy Thompson, who was at a press conference held a short time ago. Jeremy, we've heard the shots. We've seen images of the person arrested. What's the latest from police about what happened this morning at City Hall?
Well, Jeff, City Hall is still closed to the public here, to everyone but police who have been in the building much of the day doing a sweep after arresting the suspected shooter. And we're told he entered City Hall behind me here through the parkade and was heavily armed with a rifle of some kind as well as multiple Molotov cocktails. Now, the City Council's Emergency Management Committee was in session when it was interrupted by the sound of gunshots from outside the meeting room. The mayor, two councillors, the fire chief, and a few others were in the room. No one was injured, and police can't say whether the man knew that meeting was going on. Now, the whole building was evacuated, and one councillor says that was done quickly and calmly. Police say it was actually an unarmed City Hall security guard who stopped the man.
They've destroyed our entire downtown, which has turned into crime. It's put your life at risk because you have to deal with these situations every day.
Right, I don't mean to cut you short, just because I do have some other calls I do have to go on.
I'm sure you do.
It's not me wanting to...
It's nonstop here, and your life is in danger because, you know, your security guards have been stabbed and have been told that. I witnessed a stabbing that was in front of my old store, which is right by the Delta Hotel. I'm a retailer, so I know what's happened here, and this is a crime. And these people don't want me reporting on the crime. They know who I am. It's very quiet here today. Yesterday, as I was approaching these doors to City Center Mall in downtown Edmonton, I walked into the middle of a stabbing. So you should have some sort of idea of how downtown can be fixed.
I mean, we've talked to a lot of different people, but I mean, I can't.
It's the most important topic, right? These bubbles aren't the most important topic. We have a destroyed downtown with a bunch of transient people and a vacant City Center Mall, and all of the other malls are vacant, and you're sitting out here reporting on bubbles.
This is the happy part of it. That's all our news is. So this is
Yeah, it's pretty depressing being down here. You can see all of the homeless people. You know what? There's a really important topic called downtown Edmonton. It's being completely destroyed, and you're out here filming bubbles. And we have homeless people all around, transients, like knives, police getting knifed. It's a really dangerous situation, and you're filming bubbles.
It's a part of our city.
The bubbles, or the transient people, or the destroyed downtown.
The bubbles are a part of our
Who's
city.
to blame for downtown being destroyed?
I can't comment on that.
You can't comment on that. Do you comment on anything of importance? Hey, what news organization are you from?
CBC.
CBC. Are you going to be reporting on the collapse of downtown Edmonton?
I mean, we have been slowly all over the place.
Well, do you know where you start? You start right in the building that you guys are living in right there. It's your landlord's fault. Do you know that? 100% is their fault.
It's their fault.
Well, you have no retail. You have a 90-95% vacancy rate.
I mean, it is pretty actually.
Right? So you need to put the pressure on them. And I actually interviewed the mayor, and he referred me to the Downtown Business Association, which we both know is a joke of a referral. They have no power. So what are you going to do about it? You guys need to put pressure.
It's not really up to me. I take pictures. So.
Completely destroyed downtown Edmonton. It's a complete collapse. And when are you going to report on the real news?
See you later.
For real, your offices are located right in the middle of City Center Mall, and it has a 90 to 95% vacancy. And you're out here reporting on this. This is fake news. Run away. Are you going to report on the collapse of downtown Edmonton?
What do you mean?
Well, you don't see it? We have almost every store vacant in downtown City Center Mall. We have Manulife Place looking just the same. There's no commerce in Commerce Place.
On that extensively. Many stories.
Yeah, it needs to be fixed. You guys need to keep doing it because nothing's changed.
Yeah, unfortunately we can't report the same story every day, but we have done.
And what did they say? Who's to blame and what are they doing about it?
I'm not sure.
Well, you reported on it, so you would know, right?
I'm not the full-time reporter assigned to it.
Yeah. There is no more important topic than downtown Edmonton, and it bothers me to see reporters coming down here reporting on topics that are not anywhere near of great importance as that. We have police that are getting injured on the job, mall security getting stabbed, homelessness everywhere, and the neglect and apathy to that story is very bothersome, don't you think?
I wouldn't call it neglect and apathy when we reported.
I listen to the news. I listen to all of the channels. In fact, I listen to other cities' news as well, and I never see any coverage on this, so I think that's untrue. The ambulance was just here.
Yeah, we're just trying to do our
The ambulance was just here with a stretcher. Like, I mean, people are
We did a story
in
this morning
danger.
over there, okay? With the police, with the ambulance, with EMS, with everybody. So those stories are getting done. Okay?
Yeah, but we do have a downtown that has a complete vacancy rate. It's almost like at a 95% vacancy rate.
Okay, we need to do our stand-up.
Okay, can we go inside City Hall and do this? I'm not participating in this. This is ridiculous.
You don't want to report the truth, hey? It's ridiculous to be audited and expected to report the news correctly and accurately. Complete collapse downtown. You walk by it. You're right here. We are right downtown. So there you have it. That is City News. They ran away. Nobody wants to report on the collapse of downtown Edmonton. That is, in my opinion, the fault of the government and all the mega mall owners that own those 3 properties downtown. Manulife Place, Commerce Place, City Centre Mall, and the towers that are connecting them. Oxford Properties, who ran away. Everybody's running away. No one wants to talk on this topic, and that needs to change, and I'm here to make that change. I'm Dana, reporting from City Hall, what your mainstream media refuses to report on. He pulls out a knife. Holy shit. This is the second one today. I saw a stabbing yesterday. This is insane. Wow.
This guy with the...
This is the second one today.
I'm trying to hit the group chat and tell them it's a rap.
Can I ask a question?
Oh, sure.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm going to ask you when you're going to address the collapse of downtown Edmonton.
I'm sorry?
When are you going to address the collapse of downtown Edmonton?
We are working on it.
You're not though. Retail vacancies are at like a 90-95%, and that's the main root cause. And until you get tenants down here, you're not going to fix anything.
We are encouraging more people to come down, and we are building more residential.
Do you know what you need to do? In my opinion, and I study this, I'm an expert on retail. You need to force the landlords of all of those malls. That includes Oxford Properties, who ran away. That includes Aimco. That includes Manulife Investment Management and QuadReal. You need to force them to fill those malls up with stores immediately, or you're going to have a crisis like you've never ever even dreamed.
So what we will do, we'll connect you to Downtown Business Association.
No, I don't want. That's not going to fix anything. So you're not going to address it? We're in a crisis. This is a crisis. All of the major land developers are to blame. That includes Cadillac Fairview. We might as well add Ivanhoe Cambridge, who owns Southgate, to the mix. They have all destroyed retail to the point that no tenants want to operate a store downtown. So I just confronted Mayor Sohi with the questions, and he just ran away, and I drilled it into him as long as I could, and he just ignored me. And we have a collapse downtown Edmonton.
They don't answer.
This is a crisis,
That's
so you
fair.
have to, instead of being here, you guys should have been doing what I was doing. You should have been asking him, what are you going to do about downtown Edmonton?
It's another media disaster.